Hey, folks, we are back. Thank you so much for being patient. I know that those wise words from our sponsors were very entertaining, but we're back with Bethany Humpries from ACI Legacy Group right here on the Real Men of Real Estate Radio show. I'm Patrick Franz, the Note Mentor, your host. And listen, we were just talking about the due diligence process in the note investing world and why it's crazy and how come it takes so much time, so much effort, and why Bethany and her team at ACI Legacy Group can help you and they can do your dirty work and your heavy lifting for you. And I love it. I love it. And you love it too. You know, I mean, I know that I've watched you grow in the space, Bethany, and you've really turned into somebody that has become passionate about helping other people out there in the public perform the due diligence, right? Oh, by the way, I'm going to give Paige Ponzarello a shout out right there because I stole her do. I thought that was cute, but you know, you do have a passion for helping people do this due diligence because you know how time consuming and difficult it can be. And give me a little bit of an idea of how someone like yourself becomes so passionate about the due diligence process and note investing and become passionate about helping others do that dirty work.
Well, like I said, when I had initially got started and doing the due diligence on this was for myself and for my partners. And it was really important for me that I didn't jeopardize my partnerships. I didn't put us in a position where they wouldn't want to work with me anymore. You know, I wanted to make sure I knew what we were doing. And so over the years, since I started to develop our checklist, created really good systems, got, people like Sherry involved, I started to see that, okay, we have something really good working here to where even with our private equity fund, we do due diligence on new builds, REOs and mortgage notes. We're expanding and growing really what it is we do. And I've come to see just from my experience, there are a lot of new investors in the note space that they don't know what they're doing. And especially working with, and being affiliated with the Note Investor University, I see all these people who are eager to learn, who are new. They don't know, exactly what they need to be doing. And so for me, I really want to share what I know because I can see what can be detrimental in an investment if it's overlooked. I see the importance of it, that it really has just become a passion for me to just educate and help people and guide people so the way they don't make a mistake, because this is a big investment and the smallest thing could be detrimental. And I don't want to see people back away from this investment due to sloppy due diligence work, because mortgage investing is a fantastic investment vehicle. And people should just understand how to do the due diligence proper.
Yeah. And I know from experience too, that some people want to get into note investing and find out how tedious the due diligence process actually is, and then say, oh goodness, forget it, it's not for me. And I would hate to see that happen, because people are going to miss out on a great opportunity just because they don't want to sit at their computer for 10 hours and do due diligence. That's right. Where you come into play. And that's what you have a passion for, in helping people do this. I'm so glad that you decided to collaborate with the Note Investor University. At the Note Investor University, we teach people how to become professional note investors. There's an option at the Note Investor University for everybody. And one of the things we do there at the Note Investor University is we have these a la carte, what we call deep dive master classes. And we have a few of them that cover different sorts of subjects, but the one that's the most important, and I must say, Bethany, the one that's probably the most well done is the one that you did on your due diligence process. So folks, again, let me tell you, if you want, you can just head right over to the noteinvestoruniversity.com. You can pick up Bethany's deep dive masterclass on due diligence. She doesn't leave any of her secrets unheard. She shows her whole 120-point checklist and all of the things that her team does to do full due diligence on a note. So you want to learn it, go ahead. You can buy the masterclass at Note Investor University. Go to the noteinvestoruniversity.com, pick it up and learn it. Now, most of my experience, and Bethany and I kind of laugh about it a little bit or snicker about it all the time, is that a lot of the folks who have decided to take our due diligence deep dive masterclass have just simply had an eye-opening experience, and they have figured out that due diligence is extraordinarily tough. It's extraordinarily time consuming. It can take all day sometimes. I mean, heck, I remember Sherry telling me she's been waiting on hold for 2 hours with some county or some city department or something like that. And who wants to sit and have their phone just waiting on hold for hours to get an answer to something? And so it just is amazing how hard your team works. And folks, I've had most people say after watching her masterclass, forget that. I'm not doing all that. That is crazy. That's too much. That's too time consuming. And, I'd take the easy route and just hire ACI Legacy Group and their team to do the dirty work for me. Why do I want to do it myself? And it's such a great opportunity that you're giving people. And so let's just get right into this, Bethany. If someone has questions about your services, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you?
So right now, I would say email would be the best way to get in touch with me directly. My website will be launched this upcoming week, where we'll have all of the details and more in depth of our services there. But getting in touch with me right now would be by email.
Great. What's your email address for the audience?
So my email is Bethany, so it's BETHANY at ACILegacygroup.com.
That, folks, is Bethany at ACILegacygroup.com. Bethany at ACILegacygroup.com. And that is her email address. So if you have questions about note investing, if you have questions about primarily note investing due diligence, and even more so how you might be able to hire Bethany and her team at ACI Legacy Group to do your dirty work for you, right? That's what I love. They'll do it for you, and they'll give you a full summary report on their 120-point checklist. Invaluable and priceless, but only going to eventually be a couple $100 when she finally finalizes her pricing model. And so, folks, again, Bethany at ACILegacygroup.com is how you can email Bethany and ask her any questions that you may have. So, Bethany, a few more seconds here, but in closing, what's your piece of motivational advice for people that want to get into note investing?
So my motivational piece of advice, I would say, if you're looking at mortgage note investing as an option for, something in your portfolio and it's something that excites you, but maybe you're nervous, truly, I'd say just pull the trigger and just do it, because it truly is an invaluable investment. It's high, great ROI. With collateral, it's a fantastic investment vehicle. It's the only thing that I invest in personally myself right now as well, and I think very highly of it. And I think that don't allow your fear to get in the way of a really great opportunity.
You heard it right from the mouth of the due diligence expert, folks. It's such a great investment vehicle. Get yourself in the game. Learn about it at the noteinvestoruniversity.com. Go check out Bethany's masterclass on due diligence and become a master and start creating passive cash flow and financial freedom for yourself. Thank you so much, Bethany, for being my guest. Once again, you're beautiful. Your company is awesome. And I know you guys are going to do great. So, folks listening, you go ahead and have yourself a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you again soon.